morning, it's Barbara. It's a little cooler today than yesterday. Yesterday it was 52.8, so it's going to be a cooler day, high in the 40s. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Goose with spring onions. As a hat. I swear, today is the last day you're going to see those Christmas decorations. I have a plan for today, and it involves taking them all down. Whether they all get boxed up till tomorrow, who knows? But they're all coming down and going on this table, which I have to clear first. It's just easier to pack them if you've got them all gathered. I have a tendency to forget one or two little things sometimes, and it feels like gathering helps a little bit. So that's my plan. Aura did very well at her physical therapy. I keep thinking that's my hair. At her physical therapy. But she has stretching exercises that she has to do laying down, so she'll be doing those in bed, and we have to figure out the routine of how that will work so that she does her stretches every day. So she's already out of bed now with her coffee and her cat on her lap. So yeah, maybe when she goes upstairs she does her stretches. I don't know, we'll figure it out, because she can't lay down here to do them because she'd have to do it on the couch and the dogs. Yeah. So it has to be in her bed. So we need to figure something out. She and I and Dennis need to have a conversation about how this is going to work for her, because she really needs to do her stretches. So there's that. The other thing is today, Tiger is getting rehomed. He will be living with my sister-in-law Kim's stepson Nick, who lives by himself and wanted some companionship and didn't want a kitten. And we thought, well, Aura has been feeling like she wanted to rehome Tiger, so that worked out perfectly. So Kim and Nick are coming today to pick up Tiger. Nick knows Tiger because, of course, he's lived with Aura for 5 years or so. Tiger has. And Nick has visited him. So anyway, so that's happening today. So Aura's going to stay upstairs till Kim and Nick come to have her last cuddles with the cat. And then, yeah, so Tiger will have a new home, and I will keep you posted on how that is going. I feel like I haven't kept you posted on everything, but, you know, it's hard to remember. My arm is still hurting me a little bit. Last night it was doing great, and then I did something in the middle of the night while I was sleeping. So that's a drag. What else was hurting me? I forget. My knee was hurting me for a while, but it's not hurting me anymore. The dogs are not eating. Our goal today is to figure out something that they will eat. And the saddest part of this whole thing is they're sick, and they're sick from the medication, not from the disease. We didn't even know they had this. They were tested for Lyme's disease and other tick-borne diseases, and we found out they have anaplasmosis. It's possible that Pearl's been limping for quite a while. It's possible that it's hurting her joints because of the anaplasmosis, but it's the only thing going on. So all this that's going on with the dogs is all because of the medication. It is not sitting well with them. So they didn't have it at all yesterday, but they still didn't eat. They didn't want to eat. Dennis made them burger and rice. Didn't want the burger and rice. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. I'm not sure if we're going to start the medication until we figure out something they can eat that is, we think, going to be relatively easy on their stomach. But we shall see. Meanwhile, today's job is to get a little food down them, especially down May's. Dennis offered like little tiny peanut butter sandwiches And Pearl eventually ate them. Anything that could have a pill in it, they're very skeptical though, you know, and I don't blame them for that. But Maze hasn't really eaten anything, so. And she didn't eat the last, you know, the chicken meal that Pearl ate. Although, to be, whatever. They both threw up everything they ate, and so it's been a long time since they've had a square meal. So that's the worry right now. So that's the stress we're having. But they aren't acting sick. You know, they just won't eat because eating hurts, you know, makes them upset. And they know better than that because they're dogs and they know, stay away from the stuff that makes your stomach upset. It's actually a good thing to keep in mind for everyone, not just dogs. Except that I got a little upset stomach because I ate way too many of my popovers, but I made new popovers last night, so it didn't work for me. But actually, Pearl ate a little bit of popover, so maybe we'll be putting peanut butter in popovers for the dogs. Or, I don't know, ground beef or hamburger wrapped in popovers. Anyway, I made popovers last night, but I didn't use the tallow. I used ghee because the tallow popovers were delicious, hot. I put butter in it. They were hot. The tallow was hot. You know, that was divine. But then they cool off and they're room temperature, and I prefer room temperature butter to room temperature tallow. So I think I'm gonna like the ghee better. So that's what I did last night. But so, you know, and I haven't stopped drinking just because, you know, when I was younger, I woke up with a hangover. So I'm not trainable. But those dogs know if it hurts their stomach, they don't want it. So we're hoping their tummies are feeling a little better today and will eat. I took out my bad crochet out of my blanket yesterday, and I did a little tiny bit of crochet, turned a couple corners just to make sure I could remember how to do it. I do chain 3 when I'm starting a new row, and I do chain 2 when I'm going around a corner. That's what I'm doing, and I think I remember that. And I did not discover that by reading my crochet. I think I just remembered it. Maybe my fingers remembered it, you know. So that was all the crafting I did. I watched a lot of Project Runway, some of it with Aura. The season I've seen before, I'm watching with Aura because she hasn't seen it. And then I went to the end, and I'm watching one at the end after her. It's interesting. If you're a Project Runway aficionado, the season I'm watching is where the identical twins are. Sean and Claire. That season. I won't spoiler alert anything after that. But I did see the drama. There could be more drama, of course. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. Took Aura to physical therapy. She did really well. She did, I mean, you know. It was like the baseline. This is where you're starting. We'll see. We'll try to make you better. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, she has the weekend off. But Monday morning, 10 o'clock. So my vlog will be late on Monday. I'm telling you right now because I've got to get her to physical therapy by 10 o'clock on Monday morning. And I have to get all my decorations down this weekend and straightened up for the cleaning service because I won't have time to do that Monday before they come. They're coming in the afternoon. They're around noon. So I'll be just getting home with Aura by then. So everything needs to be ready for them tomorrow night, which is completely doable. I'm just telling myself as much as telling you. So that's where we are today. Take the decorations down. The other thing is that I still have my Advent stuff in a bowl under the tree. You know, you have a Christmas tree, you want presents in it, so I have to put away that stuff. And I think I'm going to wait until after the cleaners are here on Monday to put out, to redecorate for my normal decorations. because it'll be easier for them to clean if I don't stick more stuff on top of that, you know. Well, that, my friends, is where we are. See what we can do with these dogs. Get them to eat. Very frustrating and stressful. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, I got stuff to do today. So I will say goodbye. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please. Stay safe and stay safe.